ladies and gentlemen. You're in the building as usual with the all-knowing, all-loving, all-feeling, all-seeing, all-powerful. Little extra chest beat today. Sexy as hell, damn all everything, all-knowing Lamont Tyson. And I have a lovely panel coming in with me today to discuss this show. First and foremost, you guys know her as the Hammer. Moochie, oh, whoa, what is that? What is that thing sticking up in her background, y'all? What is that? Is that something from Jurassic Park? It's giving me some other vibes. Hopefully it's just a chair, okay? And until she comes back, let's bring in the hometown A team in the building. Monique Nicole, what's going on, my sister?
Why'd I do a double take? Like, what the hell is that? But it's a chair. Okay.
Yeah. I did too. I was like, whoa. Moochie getting. Yeah, we getting our life gains after dark in the middle of lunch day with Moochie. But that's a chair, so we'll keep it at that. And we'll go ahead and we'll get into this review, my people. So, Monique.
Yes, sir.
Lamont,
can you hear me well?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm testing a microphone, so I don't know if you can hear a difference in my voice.
Oh Lord, y'all!
The quality.
She trying to get Moochie on us. She trying. Wait a minute, y'all! Don't let me find out. She's trying to go Monique after dark 24/7. Okay, like ain't no daytime no more. It's just Monique after dark 24/7. Oh God, nobody. Yes, my sister, we can hear you. You coming in loud and clear.
Not too loud. Hopefully, not too loud.
Yeah, not too loud. Not too loud. Okay. You sound good. Speaking of, let me fix my mic. Okay. Shout out to the amazing audience that has tuned in to see us on a Tuesday at lunch. You could be anywhere in America. You're here with us. We're grateful. Be sure to subscribe to Monique's channel. Be sure to subscribe to Moochie's channel. Subscribe to mine. Download this podcast, my people, because whatever we put up here, we also put on the podcast, and you can catch us on TikTok. Of course, when you go to my TikTok, go click on that button that says showcase and take advantage of those deals. And we'll take our super chatters at the end of the show. If you got a burning comment you want to get in on this show, you can just hit us on the super chat and we'll get you at the very end. Momo, this show been going for a long time. And I must admit, the fact that it was going for a long time took a lot of the steam out of it for me. Mm-hmm. But how did you view this episode that came on, episode 9? Just a quick overall summary of how you felt.
I'll make it quick. I actually enjoyed it. I share your sentiment with the Shy. Over the last few years, I've gone kind of on the roller coaster ride, right, of the Shy.
Right.
We've seen the show go through many different phases, cast shakeups, different things that have bled over to, the headlines and stuff like that. But I actually liked it, and it made me excited about the second half of the season.
Oh, okay. Hey, I can get with that. And ladies and gentlemen, we got the Hammer back. And of course, we got to pick on her chair because we didn't know what that chair was. We thought that chair could have been one of them giant things that Henry had on BMF. Moochie, let us know what's going on over there with you, sis.
Are you good, Moochie? You good, girl? 1 minute?
Okay. She need a minute, y'all. So we'll go ahead and we'll start with Monique Nicole from the beginning of the episode. So in the beginning, Monique, Trig was trying to creep and he was trying to take out Douda. And instead of finding Douda, he finds Bakari, who tells him to get the hell up out of here. And Trig had to remind him, bruh, you ain't about this life. How did you feel about the way they opened up episode 9?
Yeah, it was really, the aftermath. And this is the thing. It's like, of course, everybody wants Douda gone. I mean, it would be great. The world would be brighter. The birds would be chirping. The sun would come out. It would be great. But who gonna take out the boogeyman? You know what I'm saying? And I get what Bakari was saying. I get everybody's perspective. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know, man. I mean, I'd be scared too. Like, you want me to be a part of taking out the boogeyman? I don't know. I don't know if I could do it, but
Wow. Hammer.
I went to get my breakfast, my fruit.
Oh Lord.
Moochie, that is really not helping what me and Monique Nicole seen in your background while you was gone. Okay.
What?
So yeah. Now you talk about you went and got strawberries and pineapples and
what
stuff.
What y'all saw in my background?
Girl, we'll tell you later.
Yeah, Moochie, your chair looked like something Henry was using on some of her women.
Like the position, it was like,
yeah.
Wow.
Then we realized it was a chair.
Wow.
Yeah.
Y'all get y'all mind out the gutter.
I know, we're so bad. It's only 12 noon.
Right.
Sure, I overslept, man.
Hey,
it's all good, Mooch.
Best of us. It happens to the best.
That's right, my sister.
So look,
Mooch, what you got on the opening of the Shy?
Oh, I was surprised that he saw him there because Trig wants to change this kid to turn his life around. And you coming in with the hoodie on, ready to get busy, get it in, put some work in. And he like, no, I don't want this. I don't even want you to do this because then if you do this, you got to take over.
Exactly. Right.
I don't understand. Y'all want to take the giant down. So everybody, maybe I figured the way Emmett tried to do it last season was totally like a bonehead move.
Yeah, that was a rookie mistake. Yeah, that was rookie. Moochie.
You gonna call him and tell him to come somewhere by himself?
That's some rookie stuff, man.
Never let him see you coming. Come on,
never.
Emmett. But it falls in line with who Emmett is. He ain't no killer.
That's what
Come on, I ain't no killer. I'm a suburban black girl, and I know enough about the street to know I ain't gonna do that like that.
Nah, you stay over there and do you, and I'll stay over here and do me.
Yeah.
I ain't doing all that.
Yeah.
But I feel like with that whole scene, I think it's gonna be that girl.
What girl?
I forgot her name.
Bakari's sister?
The sister?
Nah, not Bakari's sister. She jammed up too. She's compromised too.
Very much.
Yeah, definitely.
They was both in homes. So that means Douda went and found that girl to find his weakness.
Ooh.
So he put him under his thumb. And I don't think it's gonna work. When he finds out with his sister, I don't think he's gonna handle betrayal well. And I hope they don't do something stupid. Like I'm not even gonna put it out there, but I hope they don't do something.
I know what you're gonna say. I know what you want to say.
Like what we was talking about with the other thing they always talk about.
I'm gonna say it when we get there. I'm gonna say it when we get there.
That's why I'm trying to hold on to it,
Yeah, y'all stay tuned. But Moochie, we sticking on you anyway, because right after that scene, Emmett comes to his restaurant, Papa's there with Jake, and we get what we didn't know that this was a warning drive-by, because we as fans is thinking this is real by this cat who he's a hothead that want to take over. But this is the question I got for you, Mooch, because they don't put this stuff in the TV shows and the films for nothing.
Right.
They made a point for us to see it from the camera view, Moochie. Is this going to come back to play a role in the future of whatever's going on with this shooting?
It could. This could could actually get Emmett from under his thumb.
Oh, okay. Let us know.
Because this guy's he's a bonehead too. He's a bonehead too.
Totally.
And he might end up start talking if he get jammed up. Like if he get pressed, like and you know what it is that's with this series this season and the other season, we talked about it last night. No police presence. The first 2 seasons we saw the cops, and then after that whole after Brandon left, I feel like the whole series changed as far as we don't see police no more.
Nope.
We saw police that only one time when Jake got really hurt real bad by them.
Yes.
That's the last time we really seen any police presence. Even with the whole Douda situation, it's kind of like they swept it under the rug and it's like, we gonna handle our own business.
You're right, Moochie. That's a great point.
Thank you. It's just like, I'm trying to figure that, like, if the town, it seemed like the town is going after the giant. So what y'all gonna get y'all pitchforks and torches and chase them out of town? I mean, what's going on?
Damn. Monique Nicole.
And then to follow up behind Moochie, who, if they take Douda out by the finale, who is gonna take over his organization? Will his organization die with him? Or is someone gonna step up and take over? And who's gonna listen to them? Because
Bob's mother looked like she got I think the woman's gonna be in charge.
Okay, y'all. I can see that.
That's my decision. I think
she definitely
it seemed like it. I think
if
they do it right, you could have her. She's the queen bee,
right?
Nuck be her muscle.
Okay.
I don't think her son. She's not gonna really let her son get too close to it. He gonna handle his little business with his weed, with his girl, with
Tiff,
and that's about it. I mean,
yeah, I think you're right. I think you're spot on.
I'm surprised they got renewed for a new season. though. I thought they was coming back to wrap it up. I mean,
I'm not surprised. By the way, happy birthday to Daria. Yes. Enjoy your day, my sister. Whatever you feel like doing today, go and do it. Have a whole lot of fun. Big shout out to you. They could let Rosalind Perry take over the Douda organization, because let's not keep in mind she a little dirty herself.
Yeah, I know.
Dirty. Yeah,
but you got other people coming too. You got Kadeem Harrison coming. But I think he's like a good guy.
Yeah,
and then you got Leon coming. Yes. So when he come, what's he gonna be doing?
Well, we know what my boy Kadeem Hardison gonna be doing. He's somebody's professor,
right?
So I'm thinking maybe Keisha, one of the finest women in all of Hollywood, top 5 for sure, is gonna probably be in one of his classes. I'm thinking, possibly. And speaking of Keisha. Well, we'll get to Keisha in a minute. How did you guys like Monique? Go ahead.
I'm
Monique.
sorry. No, go ahead. I'll answer it later.
This is when Bakari got back, and we first saw Douda, and he realized that they went and shot up the restaurant, and he was so worried about his friend, Papa.
Yeah.
And Douda told this man to sit his $5 ass down before he make change. Now, this is where I'm confused, Monique. Shout out to New Jack City. This is where I'm confused.
New Jack City.
Douda know that this guy has love for Papa and that family for what they've done for him. He know he's got one foot into the street life, but one foot into that. Isn't there some disloyalty issues going on with that? Because a lot of hood dudes who are like leaders would not be allowing their guy to keep fraternizing with someone that they would deem the enemy. So does that not strike you a little odd?
It does strike me as odd, Lamont, and I am concerned about Bakari, like everybody else is. And I think the very thing that you just said, that is why Douda is now looking deeper into him and trying to keep him close and seeking out his sister and doing those things. Douda's not stupid. So this is a conflict of interest, honestly. And I just don't see it ending well. And I am concerned.
Okay.
I am concerned.
Moochie, what you got in on this story?
Are you on mute?
Uh-oh. You on Moochie? Are you on mute?
Took you off like 2 times. I was saying I think they're gonna keep her in line. Bakari in line with his sister. That's why she was recruited. But she got all mixed up with Gemma.
Right.
Spending money on Gemma.
I got stuff to say about that.
Studio time with Gemma.
How the hell are you paying that little girl 10 stacks? Bitch, the fuck? She ain't no goddamn
10 stacks because she wanted the cookie.
I don't give a shit.
Exactly.
She wanted the cookie, and she did just like Douda.
Yep, she did just like Dr. Reese. She pulled a Dr. Reese. She pulled a Dr.
Wine them
Reese.
and dine them until you get it.
And look, and Monique Nicole.
Hmm.
She pulled the Reese so well that she got Gemma to cut off that Harriet Tubman hairdo she had.
You know what?
And then went and got the short do and is rocking it, okay? But we will get down to it.
Yeah.
She went from being like this to being like with the wigs, and now she got the short hair because she's evolving.
Yeah.
She's
Oh
evolving.
yeah. She
turning into Tierra.
Yep. Now we get to wax poetically about one of the top 5 finest women in all of Hollywood, Keisha and Emmett. Now, I was worried when she picked on him because he was that shit was so funny to me. He was standing by the window with the gun like he was Malcolm X.
That was a funny line right there. That was funny.
Yeah, and she called him
funny.
out for it. She called him out for it.
Yep.
And I was afraid that they was going to have another one of these knockdown, drag out, bickering fights where they can't seem to get on the same page. That's what I was worried about. But in the end, they was both able to hear each other and get in unison. How did you like the way that went down, Moochie?
I'm glad she took responsibility too.
Mm-hmm.
She said, I wanted this house too, just as much as you did.
Yeah.
Right.
So, they wanted a nice happily ever after.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And she took responsibility too. I love the maturity in her.
Yeah.
That therapy has done so good for her, where she's, even though she see him doing dumb stuff, she's able to kind of reel him back in if they have a talk, if she's not too angry.
Right.
Yeah. What you got, Monique?
Yeah, I was happy because I think a lot of the audience will agree with me. The first half of the season, and then even some of last season, we were kind of getting sick of Emmett and Keisha. They were always bickering. It was becoming very negative, very toxic. She was always upset, and he was doing his. It was becoming very toxic for me. I wasn't liking it. And this gave me a little bit of hope for them. Like, okay, yes, finally we can get them on the same page. Even though he expressed it in a dramatic way, he finally let it out and was like, look, you're always mad at me. You're always yelling at me. And I'm under so much pressure. I'm trying to do, I'm glad he finally expressed it. And that gave her a moment to say, wait a second. Okay, let me check myself. My man is stressed. There's a lot going on. Let me kind of be a help to him versus adding stress to him. And like Moochie said, I really applaud her for taking ownership. No, I wanted this house too. You know what I'm saying? So we in it together. I love that. I want to see more of them being a team and being unified. And I love it.
Yep. Great writing on that part, because in order to take down someone like Douda, who has underground connections, we assume, and we know he's got legit political connections through Rosalind Perry, and he's probably got some police in his back pocket, which might be why we haven't seen many of them. It was great to see that they're starting the foundations of unity with these two. I was glad to see that because they need it. Boy, did they need it.
It was getting really toxic.
Yep. And speaking of toxic, Monique, I'll come your way. Emmett and his daddy, and I love Emmett daddy. Emmett daddy,
I do.
His daddy is a wild card for, I think, possibly kicking the bucket and might be trying to take out Douda. But this was one of those moments you need your father in your life.
Yes.
Father gave him a speech. Emmett was talking about, look, if I'm going to make it through this thing, I got to find a way to be more valuable alive than dead. And daddy's over there in the mirror with him, trying to help coach him up. How did you like the way they portrayed this scene? And did you think Emmett was making the right decision?
I mean, shout out to Darnell, right?
Darnell, yeah.
Yeah, he gave him that sound advice. And I feel like, Emmett, you really should have came to your father before you try to be about that street life. You know what I'm saying? You got an OG as a pop. He know a few things. You know what I mean? He's been around the way. So I definitely think he needs to lean more into his father, into Darnell. for guidance in this very complicated and dangerous situation that he's, gotten himself into. So I really do I love that Darnell his character has stepped up in a more parental father figure for real. Opposed to when he first came on the scene, we were like, oh, here's this nigga deadbeat. But he's really stepped it up, and I really enjoy seeing him on camera with Emmett. I do enjoy it.
Moochie, what was going through your mind when you saw this scene?
It was well overdue. We've been waiting for Darnell to step up and really be a father to him, even though he's already grown. And men, y'all need to know this. Once a person is 18, and some people be like, if you don't have to pay child support no more, they feel like their job is done. You always a parent at the end of the day.
Did we lose her?
Who, me?
Okay, no, you still there. Yeah, we lost you for a minute, sound wise.
Oh, me?
I don't think so.
You
but
good now? You good now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you.
Oh, I was saying it was good to see him step up, because we've been waiting for him to step up and be a parent. Even if some men feel like once, especially if they paying child support, once the child is of age, they feel like their job is done. But sometimes you need to have guidance and stuff like that. Like some things my son can't talk to me about. He got to talk to his father or my brother, or even my dad. And it takes a village to raise a child. I'm glad that he's like, I'm going with you. When he said that, I was like, yo, like, that's good. I'm glad he said that. But he already gave that warning to Douda, like if something happened to his kid, like it's on.
Yeah.
It's on. And I wouldn't be surprised if he do it. The more watch, it's gonna be revealed who does it. They need to get Brandon mother to come back and finish the job. That's what they need.
How about?
She was the closest one.
She was not that light.
Yo, they need to get her to come back and finish the job.
Ooh.
Yeah, got that.
She lost not one son, two, and she couldn't stand this city after that.
Can I ask y'all a quick question, if you don't mind, Lamont, about Douda? You guys, as day one viewers of The Chi, you guys have seen the evolution of the show. As viewers, are you guys ready to say goodbye to Douda's character? Do you think the show will survive if they off him in the finale? Are you okay with him exiting the show at this point?
Look, you see me, right?
He served his time. He did his thing, and now we're ready to move on from Douda.
Yeah, the writing on this show is bigger than one character.
Oh yeah.
Douda's character is not so significant to the show that it can't survive without him. I would say a better question is, how is this show popularity going to do now that we're not seeing Kevin? Because Kevin was like an anchoring force for the show.
Exactly.
I agree, Lamont, but I think you are underestimating Douda's impact on the fan base a little bit. A lot of the brothers Douda.
Yeah, but if they bring in somebody in to take his place, look, a lot of people was mad when Reg got taken out.
Yeah,
they was real mad. I was mad. I was mad when Brandon got taken out.
Yeah,
and I feel like the show, a lot of show's dynamic changed once those two were gone, and they was like a main part of the show.
Yeah. That's true. I was worried though for a while. Yeah,
and they was a main part of the show.
There was more people in the tank for Brandon than anybody. Like and the show has. Not only did the show survive, they got another season coming. So that Douda, not a problem. Not a problem.
Okay.
Not a problem. All right, this one is for you, Mooch. Golly.
What happened?
I'm scared.
So Douda done put the word out. I need y'all to go get Rob ass, okay? And Alicia being old school gangster, she know. So she done brought Rob home, and Tiff is looking at her like, what the hell you doing with my man? And she's basically giving her, of course, y'all, I'm paraphrasing, bitch, this is my son, okay? You better be happy I'm letting you in my house. But while all that was happening, this is the part that had me floored. Okay. Now I'm getting ready to stereotype. Okay. Because when I was in respiratory school and in the hospital, it wasn't a whole lot of folks that looked like me and had tats and earrings and shit like that. I was one of the only few.
Mhm.
How the hell does this guy sneak through security with showing his tats, looking like this? Did he beat up a candy striper and take the little visitation table and put his gun in there and all that? Moochie, break down this scene right here for me, because I want to know how the hell his ass got up in there.
Come on now.
You know goodness damn well he ain't been in this hospital working. How he get in there?
He probably snuck in with one of them orderly girls. Yo, you come downstairs, open that back emergency door where they take out the freaking trash and let me up in here.
Y'all
remember he had a whole stable of hoes. Y'all forgot about that?
Yeah, no, I ain't forget.
No, I ain't forget.
He's very
manipulative. Well, it had to be backdoor service mode, because every hospital in my state, when you walk through the front door, they got metal detectors. You ain't getting no weapons up in that piece.
I know. That's why I said he had to go through the back door. It's no way he was walking through the main entrance of the hospital like that.
Hell no. Because most hospitals have the security guard in the front, and they have the security desk, and I mean,
they could have made it even better and have him put on some kind of jacket over it and cover the tattoos.
Well, it's 2024. People do have tattoos.
It's 24 now.
I was gonna say that too, because my son, he be in the hospital too a lot, but sometimes he put because he got mad tattoos too. He usually put one of them sleeves on if he got on short sleeves. I was like, I don't know how you put all of that on the cover. You might as well not even put all that stuff on your arm. But I don't say nothing no more.
Some departments ask that you cover it up, or at least when I was in the hospital, some departments ask that you cover it up.
Absolutely,
some departments ask for it. But go ahead, Mo.
Yo, Lynn Whitfield. Lynn Whitfield is, she's a legend, y'all. We've seen her throughout our whole lives. She's a legend. So even though she's a villain, I enjoy her, and I cracked up just like Lamont when she was like, "This is my son." Okay, bitch, know your place. Know your place. It was funny. I do like Tiff and hers dynamic, because Tiff brings a certain level of attitude and feistiness to her, and I do think it's a good on-screen chemistry between the two of them. So I look forward to that playing out. Mama is old school, like Lamont says, so she knew, okay, the goons will come back to try to get my son. And we gotta get him the hell up out of here. And Mama got some coins, so she was able to, take care of her baby in the house. Probably get doctors coming there, nurses, all that good stuff. Now, Nuck if you buck, yo, big menacing looking having. Look, I mean, hey, we don't discriminate in healthcare, especially in the hospital. I have seen all people from all walks of life look in all different types of ways. So it is possible that he was able to get up in there. It really is possible. But yeah, he had a job to do and he failed, and then Douda got in his ass, so.
I mean, he tried. It's not like he didn't go up there. He had a plan, but it just didn't work. They beat him to the punch and moved him out of there because they knew that was coming. That was the next thing coming. Mm-hmm. You on mute.
Yep. All right. Well, we'll move it right along. Momo, if you can hear us, it's your turn to go.
Everybody gonna want to look. They looking like this to see if they can see everything.
Shut up, Mookie.
Oh, you heard that?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I turned my mic back on.
Moochie,
you had people walking up to
we're gonna have to have jokes on Momo. I know. I was about to say we got to have jokes on Momo. Her microphone messing up because it's falling in the peaks and the valleys.
Look, the knockers done.
It's falling in the peaks and the valleys. I know, man.
Peaks in the valley done turned off the microphone. Pause. Right. Look, somebody said, look, I'm gonna add the pause because K-Ron said so.
Mm-hmm. Oh Lord, y'all a mess. All right,
Look, it
Momo,
turned
here
it
we
off
go
again.
with you.
Yeah, them movies don't work.
Uh-oh, did we? Okay, there you go. All right, Mo, this is for you. We had a touching moment between Papa and Bakari. Bakari loved this man. And they have a great relationship with each other just because of the way the family took him in. And Emmett also needed to talk to Bakari, so he parlayed Papa into getting him a moment with Bakari, which Emmett had to dig in that butt and remind him who has been helping you, because it wasn't just Papa. Emmett fed him. Trig been helping him. How did you feel about these scenes and the way they translated with each other?
Look, I love y'all can hear me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my mic died. I love Papa and Bakari's brotherhood. You know what I mean? They really are becoming like brothers. And I love that Bakari was genuinely concerned about Papa getting hurt, and Papa's concerned about his life and Bakari's life. You know, it's just I'm just worried, but I enjoy their bond that they've really created. And then the conversation with Emmett. I mean, Emmett was right. You know what I'm saying? But he has to understand from Bakari's standpoint, this is not an easy position for him either. Like, you know, before they came into his life, he was indebted to Douda. So now it's like he's at a
Right.
tug of war. He's really at a tug of war with emotions, and he's at a tug of war between two different worlds. And he's so young, and you just kind of want the best for him. And you see what makes it more sad and touching is that you see that he wants better for himself. And that's what's pulling at people's heartstrings, is that brother, he wants better for himself. And he's in a really tough position. You know what I mean? And we got to see how it plays out.
Get on in there, Moochie.
I like this scene because he had to. He knows these people helped him. They actually talked to him about his feelings. So he's learning how to he's discovering himself.
Yes.
He knows why he's so angry. Just like when he was drinking himself and he saw Kuji. At first, we was like, when he came on the scene, we was like, where this kid came from? And we was mad that he took out
Ronnie.
Remember, in the beginning, we hated this kid.
Yep.
But now he's growing on us. And that's the part where it's starting to worry me, because usually they'll redeem a character, and just about when he's ready to cross that threshold to being a person that we all want and knew he could be, they're gonna take him out. I hope not, though.
I hope not, but that's what I'm worried about.
I like the way they was kicking it to him. Yo, you help. I fed you. Emmett said that. Look, and you came in there trying to rob my spot, and I was feeding you.
Yep.
So it's like, he's right. He knows he has something to do. They could have nipped that right in the bud when Trig walked in there and saw him. They could have took care of Douda if they wanted to. He could have had him hiding from him, and they could have blindsided him. Yeah. I don't understand why that was like about face, but I think it was because of the simple fact that Trig didn't want to do that in front of Bakari, because he know that would he's proving his point, like people don't change and things of that nature, and he's fighting his demons too, where he don't want to bring that side out of him.
Yeah.
So I like the conversation that him and Emmett had. Emmett is getting mature. We're seeing him maturing in front of our eyes too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Moochie, I'm gonna bring it back to you. We'll stick on Bakari. And I really feel like Bakari is going to survive. I think they're setting us up to have Bakari replace what Kevin used to be on the show. And this episode did a whole lot of featuring of Bakari. And in this conversation, this was a very telling conversation for me, because you've got an older G in the game who, this was an emotional conversation amongst men and a growing boy. He basically told this kid, I had dreams and aspirations, but they ain't work out for me. And take a look at Bakari's a big kid, because Nook is a big N-word.
Yeah.
Bakari is about as big as he is. and Bakari's looking like he about to break down and cry. And I was happy that Nook didn't take the I'm going to be hardcore, even though I still didn't like the advice he gave. The advice he gave was his life. That was his struggle.
It was his reality.
Just because one dream doesn't work out, don't mean you can't have multiple dreams that you can work on. But he basically told Bakari, look, everybody's dream don't come true. So Moochie, I give the floor to you. What did you take from this conversation, and what was they trying to portray to us about these two?
I believe he showed him, like, you know how you think somebody got it all figured out? I think that's how Bakari felt about Nook. And now he feel like he don't even have it figured out. He figured that, look, if they position themselves right and take Douda out, he could take charge. But even he feel like he can't fill Douda's shoes. Because he know he can't on the business aspect, on the clean aspect. Because he's not the face of the business. And you know he don't want to. I think he knows if he does take over, he would let off the strength of him and Keisha and how he messed up with that because of her kidnapping and stuff. He'll let Keisha and them out of it and stuff like that. And I know we spoke about it last night. It wasn't me. I want to say it was EJ. She was saying that how did she put it? She was saying that if he doesn't want to be in charge, but I for some reason I still feel like that Nook is gonna be muscle with this. Because he has nothing else. Bakari, I feel like he could go straight and go. If you leave these people alone and stay with the core people, have your little keep going to your meetings with everybody and talking, because he's actually talking and letting people know how he feels about things.
Which is, yeah.
He needs to break away from. If he breaks away from him, he should be fine. And I think you're right.
Okay. Jump on in there, Mo.
About him taking Kevin's like spot.
Yeah, that was good.
That was good, yeah.
That was good, Lamont. And I agree with Moochie. I mean, this scene, I really liked it. I won't say it's not so much about Nook not feeling like he could step up. I feel like it's fear-based. And I think he was, like Lamont said, I like that he had a vulnerable moment with Bakari and was like, look, I had dreams. I didn't really see this for my life, but here I am. And you see, even though Nook, if you buck, whatever his name is, child, even though he is older than Bakari, you can tell that he is more, he's accepted defeat, versus Bakari is still young and hopeful and optimistic and wants more for himself. But Nook is more like, this is my life and I've accepted it, and it is what it is. He's kind of accepted the defeat, versus Bakari, who was still hopeful, I will say. Yeah.
Right. And my point, sometimes when these shows give us moments like this, I do like to try to give inspirational things. My life has been through ups and downs. I don't give a damn how old you are, ladies and gentlemen. I know the older you are, the more you get stuck in your ways. It is never too late to give up on dreams you have. Granted, you might have fear. You might have to go and relearn something, which is usually a big fear for a lot of old heads. They don't want to relearn stuff. But sometimes you've got to sacrifice those things to get to whatever the dream is you have. And you can have multiple dreams. So never feel like you're too old to achieve your dreams. And we can use this panel right here. I'm screenwriting. Moochie screenwriting. Moochie also started a YouTube channel. She wasn't even into technology. Now she makes some of the best thumbnails and intros you're going to find on damn YouTube. Monique Nicole reinvented herself. Is down in about to start her own black version of Facebook, down there socializing with all the stars and stuff. So never let someone rob you out of thinking it's ever too late to achieve your dreams. If you have a dream, figure out what it takes to get to it, and don't be afraid to put a little work in going after those dreams. Just go for it.
Amen.
Yeah.
So we'll stay on you, Monique. I see a changing of the guard right here. Two things gave me some evidence about Jade. So Jake done took money from Douda and his crew. And I see a setup with this. I see them seeing a up and coming business that they'll be able to use to wash their money. And that also means they can get rid of their needs for Emmett. But what scared me the most, Jake brother invited him to come to that male's mental health ministry, and his ass ain't show up. And that got me a little worried. So do you think we could see a situation where Jake will get involved with Douda and his crooked practices to get his Fashion Nova business going? He going Fashion Nova on it.
Fashion Nova, baby. And yeah, look, y'all. I mean, I might be alone on this one. Jake. I just feel like at this point, y'all don't come for me. It is what it is. Jake to me is just a lost cause. I'm sorry. I feel like if I would expect some green shit like this from Papa. Jake,
really?
Dude, you got
from Papa?
Yes, hold on. Let me explain. I feel like Jake has more street smarts than Papa and Kevin. He's connected into the street life. He has his brother Victor / Trig that's been preaching to him about stuff. You should know all the shit that you've been through since season 1. You should know better than to accept no money. That wasn't no little money. You should know better than to accept some money like that from people like Douda. Jake isn't living under a rock. He in the street. He know who the hell Douda is and what he's capable of doing. You gonna put your I just feel like, has he not learned anything? Like, have you not learned? And now you about to get roped up in some stuff. Now you about to stress Victor out. Even poor Victor can't catch a break. It's about to be a shit show. And it's like, come on, Jake, you know better. You know you can't just someone ain't gonna give you no stacks on debt and you're gonna take it and it's not gonna be no debt or nothing. You know you're gonna owe on that. You know you're gonna owe a favor. Come, like, you know better. Come on, son. So it was disappointing to me. I'm sorry. It was disappointing. It was like, oh shit, here we go again with Jake. Always in some stuff. I said enough.
Mo, that's not really a hot take that anybody's gonna jump on you about, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Y'all be like Jake,
I do got a rebuttal though.
Okay.
You gotta look at it
and Moochie, before you go,
I'm gonna wait.
Before you go, Moochie, let me give you this nugget to chew on. I said that this could be something to replace Emmett, but what if this is a play on Douda to control the one person he know ain't afraid to bring him that smoke, which is Trig.
That's what it is. That was a chess move.
Say that again, Lamont. I'm sorry, I gotta hear it again.
Oh, Moochie, go ahead. You on par with me.
Okay, so it's a chess move, Momo. Okay. He's gonna remember before Trig got out, Jake was living with Douda.
Yep.
That was like Douda little son.
I remember
in the pizza shop, all of that. So even though he knows it's coming from Douda, they gonna use him to pull on Jake's heartstrings to keep him in control, because they know if push comes to shove, like what happened before the aftermath this episode, Trig will come for him. Sure. Trig will come for him. So this right here,
Trig is a killer.
Yeah. So we already know that Trig is like a he's that dude that'll put the M game down. He'll throw that hoodie on just like he went after the cop that took that put some marks on Jake. You know. So
it's bringing heat. It's bringing.
But the thing is, everybody's sleeping on Jake. Y'all forgot Jake is Reggie's brother. Do you understand?
Yeah.
He's seen how Reggie got down. No, I'm serious, because he keeps sending that one to come collect the money.
Yeah.
And bad for him. Y'all thinking that Douda might take him out. I hope we don't see Jake get a dark side.
Okay.
because he's not no sucker. He been around hammers, all of that stuff.
Right. That's why I expect a little more from him.
Yeah, but he got both sides of his brothers. He got the Reggie was like bad all the way to the core.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't let his brother get down. Remember, he tried to keep Jake away from all of that stuff. But you know, he being that they were so close in age, Jake knew he couldn't go certain places because people will be after him and things like that because of who his brother was. I don't y'all. Jake ain't a sucker and he's not dumb like Emmett. So this one might play out totally. This might play out totally different because he got a little more street smarts than him.
I hope
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm gonna be
unless the writers do some crazy nonsense and have him be like, "Oh, I can't touch a gun and this and that."
I'm gonna listen to the OGs.
No, it's not even that.
No. Y'all are, y'all be right about a lot of stuff. So let me just take heed and I'm gonna put it in the memory bank right here. Hope for the best.
Boy. All right, Mooch. We're gonna stay on you for this whole subject.
Okay, let me go on mute.
I don't think it's gonna happen. Think it's gonna happen. Well, get ready, Moochie. Get ready, Moochie. I got something for you. Oh, don't stay on mute too long because we won't hear your voice. So we've already talked about Bakari's sister and the way she feel about Jim. And look at Jim. Like I said, Jim looking right with this hairdo. Okay. Now they had their little studio meeting. Her and Maisha laid down some hot tracks, right? Maisha, and I'm gonna avoid those jokes, was denied going out to eat. And guess what? She got a picture sent to her of Gemma and Bakari's sister out to eat. Well, during this outing, Maisha was sad. Gemma was so happy she gave a kiss. Then she went and talked to her future stepmama about kissing the girl and liking it. And I did not like the advice the mom gave about she's dating Jake right now. And I feel like if you're dating Jake, you need to at least let him know how you're feeling. Like you got to do that. That's supposed to be the square thing to do.
She insinuated that she should tell him.
She says, I thought she insinuated on her time when she gets ready. She didn't let Kevin know. How would Crystal feel? How would Crystal feel if I go and kiss a boy tomorrow, and then one of my aunties say, Lamont, well, you should tell Crystal when you get ready. Hell, that could be 3 years from now. Me and the boy might done more than kiss. That wouldn't be right. So, Moochie, jump on in here first. How do you feel about this whole sister Gemma iced out Maisha? And we're gonna get to Maisha too, because Maisha got some problems of her own anyway. But how do you feel about this whole situation, Mooch?
I feel like she is just grooming her to be her. Tiara. Remember how we met her? Bakari's sister. I forgot Bakari's sister name. She's into her, and I think Jim is curious. And just like what Tiara said, it's okay to experiment. You just had your first experience. And if I were you, I wouldn't even say anything. Jake.
Her voice gets on my nerves.
But that's how she talks. It's like, it's your experience.
It's your experience. You're exploring. It's normal.
Damn, you sound just like her.
Yeah, she needs some girl. Get some jump on goddamn voice, girl. Grow up, bitch.
No, she's giving her that talk and that tone where it's okay to experiment. Yeah, now you want to tell her to go all the way.
She drinking tea. She drinking tea to get her voice right.
Talking ass chick. I don't like the. Oh my god, girl, speak up, bitch. Anyway.
Go ahead, Mo. Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, God, Lord. Go ahead, Mo.
Let me see how Simba jumped up in your arms with that one.
You saw him? Where he at? Oh, like you said, you saw Simba. Child, I don't know where that cat at. Anyway, well, Lamont,
Oh Lord. Oh Lord.
Now let me stop. No.
Okay.
Shit. What was I gonna say? I mean, I agree with all y'all said. I don't know. I mean, shit. She's trying to be the big sister / stepmom. Listen, she kind of did it to where she insinuated, Gemma, if you're in a relationship, she did say you shouldn't be exploring too much. You know what I mean? Like you do need to kind of reel it in and kind of let your man know. But she also kind of was like, well, I mean, do what you want. Like if you want to tell, she's like, I can't tell you that, but if you want to tell him, you should. See, I don't do that. Like I'm very real. If my girlfriend came to me like that and was like, girl, what should I do? You better tell your man. Like I'm more direct with my advice. I think old girl was trying to be more passive. And you heard Gemma say, can you just tell me what to do? Like she's looking for that guidance and reassurance. I don't know if stepmama is the right woman to give that type of advice, but I mean, she tried. She gets a B- for effort. She's trying, you know what I mean?
Okay.
She's trying to be there for the girl. She's not really a motherly woman, you know, so she's trying.
Plus they had a rocky relationship.
They had a
So
rocky
maybe
start.
she's trying to keep the peace. Right.
Keep the peace, keep it cute. And yeah, but she's right, bitch. You in a relationship, you can't be exploring with no chick and you're not. That's cheating, boo boo kitty. That's cheating. So you got to let your man know, you know, hey baby, I think I might. I want to experiment a little bit. How do you feel about that?
Oh Lord.
You have that conversation and y'all go from there. You on mute, Moochilla.
He want to experiment too. The way he was looking on Instagram.
Well, I don't know, because not to get into that, but Jake, I don't think Bakari's sister is the type of lesbian that Jake would want to.
No, I don't mean like that. I mean him go on Instagram. He wants to experiment and he wants to explore.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Right. He got a little.
Thing. I wasn't talking.
I tried to give him an excuse for that. I thought he saw that girl and was thinking completely Fashion Nova. If I put these women in my clothes, I can do like Fashion Nova. You know, get me a little Instagram.
And you don't think that's going to start something?
Oh, that's what you thought.
Of course it is.
That's cute.
Of course it is. Of course it is. Of course it is. Of course it is. Why not mix a little business and pleasure together? You know, I put you in the clothes and I take you out of them. You know? That's what we do.
If you're in a relationship.
Oh, 100%. 100%. 100%. Now, speaking of relationships, Mo, you get this one first. Because these two females had a little conversation and it rubbed me the wrong way. Because I don't like when you put everybody.
I already know.
And I don't like it when you put everybody into the same batch. All right. Now, I'm gonna see what your opinions are, but I'm gonna just give you the flow on this. These two had a conversation about, bad men and how to handle it. And you better off just drinking you some dry ass wine and then popping yourself off. And the way they was all cozying up, light skin on dark skin. Why did y'all just get together, get on top of each other, make a damn Oreo? Floor is yours, Monique.
All right. I already know the brothers. Okay. Because I see Inga's comment. Bitter women. This is my thing. Okay. I see both sides. Okay. But let me give a side of like sensitivity and humanity. You have to look at it from this woman's point of view. She just got
which woman? Which one you talking about?
Oh, chick that was Shad's ex.
Okay. Okay.
Y'all know I'm not good with names. Anyway,
Deja.
Right. Thank you, boo.
Deja
is a woman who was just heartbroken. We're not gonna take away from the fact that she was just cheated on. Okay, so this is why I don't like when it comes to when it's women that get hurt and cheated on. There's no sympathy, there's no empathy. They're just expected to just shut up, accept it, and take it on the chin and move on. Whether when it was a man, y'all would have our shit packed up at the door and kick us. Like, I just don't like this double standard. So I don't like to call them bitter. I don't think they're bitter women. Are they hurt women who probably need some therapy and need to work on themselves and better themselves? Absolutely. Because I feel like in any situation, even if you were wronged, what I've learned as I've gotten older is I played a part as well, right? Either I played a part, I accepted something I shouldn't have, I ignored a red flag, etc. So there are things that I think internally, both of these women, because we've seen Tracy go through some stuff. Tracy ain't no saint. I think both women need to look within and work on themselves and better themselves. But we're not going to sit here and act like Deja doesn't have a right to be in her feelings. She was just cheated on by a dude that she was taking care of. So let's not act like she's a human. Like, that's just, come on, y'all. And that's all I'm saying. See it from a different perspective.
I'll rebuttal that in a minute, because she has a right to be mad. She has a right to feel hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I never refer to her as quote unquote bitter or anything like that. But at the same time, it is not right to lump everybody into the same damn class. I don't give a damn how hurt you are. You say he hurt me. You say he did this. You don't say all. And then I do have a severe problem with this I'm settling shit. Because at the end of the day, I don't give a damn who you are. Everybody settle for something. And maybe she should have said she'd rather settle for a 6-figure nigga that can blow her mind that still will cheat. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, because nobody's perfect. I don't give a damn who you get with. There's going to be something about them that drives you crazy. We all settle for something. It's just a matter of, do you get the right mix of what you need with what you want?
I agree, but can I add a little caveat to that? I agree. And there's a debate. Shout out to VKJ. We had a debate last night. You know, a lot of the audience, even some of the women, were like, look, they didn't like how she was crapping on Shy, because they were like, well, she could have gotten cheated on by any man, whether it was a broke man or a rich man. Agree. But again, on a human level, even take out man versus woman. When you are a good person to someone else and you cared about them and you poured into them and you influenced them and you even gave them money and you did, we're not going to act like that doesn't sting a little bit more. Okay. When someone has done certain things for you, you do expect a certain level of respect to be had. I've seen men who have, paid for things for women and done things for women, and y'all, a lot of y'all, I'm not gonna say all, a lot of y'all expect a certain level of respect or appreciation when you guys pour into women and kind of help upgrade women and do things like that. So why, on a human level, why can't she also feel like, damn, I did all this for this guy, and damn, that still wasn't enough, and he still did me wrong, and damn, she's a human. Everybody feels that way when it happens to them. And I've seen men get upset when they done spent money on a chick and they feel they got screwed over. So I'm just saying, it's a human thing to feel like, damn, all right, I did this for this person and they still spit in my face. That's all I'm saying too. I'm just giving a different perspective.
Okay. Well, I can hold off. Go ahead, Moochie.
Okay.
Tracy is the one that she should not be giving advice.
No,
you was in a 3-way relationship with somebody you knew was you knew that he was with
Rosalind Perry.
You knew he was with Roz. You getting your back blown out against the wall in his penthouse, and she walking in on y'all. So who is she to give advice? And y'all sitting here talking, you sitting here telling her it's all right to be by yourself and enjoy this single life. Meanwhile, if Douda come knocking, you're gonna be right with him, letting him bust it open. So it's like you taking advice from somebody that's not gonna follow their own.
Right.
Yeah, I wouldn't take no advice from Tracy.
And sometimes it's all right to be by yourself, to find yourself.
Exactly.
100%.
So
100%.
it's okay. And I understood what she was saying, but as far as like, you can't put all men in one thing. You just picked the wrong nigga. That's all. You just picked the wrong one.
That's what a lot of women have
picked the wrong one, and they took advantage of the situation. and you live and learn. We all, it happens to all of us.
It happens to all of us.
And honestly, could it not have been a mistake on Shad's part? Like,
I think it was a mistake because they wasn't. Listen, I'm gonna say it like this. He wasn't expect. You got to look at it like this. I'm not just because I say it was a mistake. I'm not saying it was right.
Yeah, we're not justifying it. We're saying it could have been a mistake.
You got to keep in mind this dude was locked up all these years, and you got somebody of that caliber throwing it at you, and you expect for him not to take it. He was just surprised that somebody like her was coming on to him. Remember when she was just the front for Trig.
Rosalind Perry.
That was just a trophy wife for the appearance for him running for the office, right?
Right.
They didn't have anything going on. And then the whole thing with Jim's father took place after this happened.
Right.
So it's like
First of all,
in the same way you gave us perspective for
I'm just giving
Destiny,
a look on the other
Moochie's
side.
Moochie's giving you a look on the other side.
And I'm not saying it's no right or wrong in this. I'm just giving you that view of how somebody else might see it. That's it.
I hear you, but another perspective. Shad, let's be very clear, audience. Shad is not a victim. That woman did not. Let's go back and
I'm not saying he a victim. I never did.
I'm not saying you. I'm talking to the audience.
Okay, boo.
People be comments and stuff, Mooch. So what I'm saying is that woman didn't seek him. He seeked her out. Let's go back, run the footage. Yes, Moochie, run the footage. He was the one shooting his shot at her. If you remember, she was dismissing him like, I don't know about him, right? Because he didn't look like the average guy that she would get with. She was not checking for him in the beginning. Did she kind of think, oh, he's kind of cute? Yeah, but she wasn't really checking for him. He was what? Persistent and try to pursue her, and she gave him a chance. Okay, so this is my issue. This is again, y'all are all making good points. It's not that I don't see what y'all are saying. I see it. I just also think, and this goes to what we talked about previously, Lamont. The double standard that's been placed in society since the beginning of time, and it's probably never going to change. When a man cheats, we have all these debates and all these think pieces and all this, oh, but wait, this, and oh, but did we consider this, and oh, he did this, and oh. But when it's a woman that cheats, there's none of that. Y'all don't give us, men, and I don't care what y'all say. I'm going to say all men, 95% of men in America, when a woman cheats, you guys give us zero grace. You guys give us zero grace. There is no think pieces and debates and, oh, dude, she's a good woman, take her back. Ain't no nigga I've ever met in my life been like, oh, I'm gonna take my girl back if she cheats. I'm not saying they don't exist. I'm just saying if we were to do a survey of men in America, I promise you 90% of them are not gonna accept a woman going with another man. That's all I'm trying to say, y'all. If we're gonna be fair, we gotta be fair. You guys are all making valid points. I don't think Shad is a terrible guy. I think he made a terrible mistake. I don't know if I would forgive him, but I'm just saying, let's be fair. If we're gonna be fair, let's be fair. That's all. That's my biggest issue when it comes to the cheating thing. We have all these think pieces and all these things, and let's give him grace. And oh, he was locked up. And women,
that's not giving him grace though. I'm just explaining.
You don't, baby girl.
I don't give him. I'm not giving him grace.
I know you, Moochie. I'm just saying. I'm on the YouTube streets. I'm on social media. I read commentary, and I know what I've been reading, and that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying Shad is a terrible man. I know he made a mistake, but I'm just saying.
I got one word for Papoose. He took Remy back. Y'all see what's going on with that, and he was really embarrassed.
And I've got a statement I'll end this with here too, to Monique's point. You talk about how men, if you was to poll 90% of men, they're not going to take the woman back, right?
If they're not going to admit it, I can tell you that. Okay. Even if it's 80, even if 70, I'll even be fair. Even if 70% don't and the 30% do take their woman back, I promise you we'll never know, because they ain't gonna let their pride, they ain't gonna let nobody know they took their woman back.
Well, let's tell the whole story. There are statistics that back up why a lot of men feel that way. Most women, when they give up the draws to a man in a cheating situation, emotions is attached to it.
Okay.
Majority of men that'll just sleep with some floozy, they don't attach emotions to it. Now, if they do, that's different. Okay. But the reason why most men decide that they're not taking a woman back is because they feel like whoever she slept with got more than just a quick screwing. He feels like they got his heart. Okay. And oftentimes when a man cheats on a woman, it has nothing more to do with his primordial, I need to fucking screw. And there's statistics to back that up. I'm not saying it's right.
Yeah, because I'm not saying it's justified. Power to keep your dick in your pants when you reach.
Well, you should, but you're fighting science and
science.
I mean, a lot of people. Yes, you're fighting science. You're fighting your DNA. A lot of people should have enough willpower to push the damn fork away and not eat that cupcake, but they fucking don't. Yep. And you're hurting yourself.
Don't come to me, push yourself away from that table. Some people can't do it.
Don't come to me.
No.
It's not coming for you.
No. Okay. No, let me change the analogy, Mo, because like I didn't even think. I don't even view none of y'all like that.
I know. I am completely. It was for comedy. It was for comedy. I'm sorry. It was
no. Like for I don't view y'all like that. No, I mean in some cases y'all need to push the. Some of y'all need to eat a little more. If I'm being 100% of my life game, girls.
A couple meals. I could skip a couple meals, but yeah.
But I'm just saying that is probably where that whole science and that whole societal mentality comes from.
I'm trying to figure out what science is. What's the science? Drop the science.
On some real shit, Lamont, you might be onto something. And I feel like women have spent our whole lives trying to figure out, why do men do certain things? And I think I did see on a talk show many, many years ago, scientifically, women and men, we do think differently. And I wonder if I just wonder if there are certain men in this world who just can't be faithful. I don't know. There's a psychological stuff behind. I don't know. Is it in DNA? Is it mental? What is it that, makes people cheat? And like, I don't know. There's a lot to it. This can go really.
It's an array. It's an array of stuff. Mo. It's not no one size fits all.
Yeah.
Because and we'll move on, y'all, so we can get over this. But I mean, I don't, without getting into drugs and people being alcoholics, whatever the thing is that you have a hard time working with, if you don't put things in place to avoid it, and even if you do that, you still can get caught up.
Yeah.
You have to put barriers in place to protect it. Like me and my wife always talk about, you got to put barriers in place to protect your marriage, because we are human. You will fall apart. No different from someone who's dieting. Think about people who are dieting. There are people who need to diet to live, and they can't stick to a diet. For some people, being faithful or the urge to get your penis wet does the same exact effect of that same person who can't say no to eating a certain way, or they're gonna die.
Yeah,
it's like that. It is. But even having said that, y'all, I'm still not saying it's right.
Right.
Like, that don't make it right.
Yeah.
I just want y'all to understand the motivations for why some people struggle to make the right decision. That's all I'm saying.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
So now we'll get on to this part. This was funny. So Emmett want to go see his boy Rob. Okay, they all pop up at the house. Mama Alicia pops up and is like, hell to the no. What y'all got going on over there? And that's when the women they disclose all the damn baby mamas. Emmett got he's a classic case of, bruh, you need to wrap it up. Because let me tell you something. While she was giving this speech about how life was back in her day, one thing they didn't have back in her day was great protection. Okay. Like that's why so many mamas back in them days was having 15, 13 children, because the protection won't where it would need to be at. But I appreciated this scene because it gave the dynamics of the old school with the new school. Rob came out, and even in that whole sequence, Moochie, we got a chance to see our girl Jill Marie from Girlfriends. And she likes how Tiff is moving with the weed. But here's the catch, Moochie. Alicia wants her to turn on Douda. And I'm not so sure that Jill Marie is going to be willing to do that. What she did with Douda, I'm not so sure. What say you, Moochie?
I think she might have to return the favor, but I hope she doesn't get exposed. That's what I'm worried about.
She getting exposed. You like go finish, Moochie. She getting like there's no way around this.
What the hell kind of ghetto Brady Bunch? When she said that, I was on the floor. that whole scene was funny because that's how the older folks do talk. When y'all doing all of this, because back in our day, a person like Emmett would have had a secret family in another town, and nobody would have knew about it because social media wasn't out. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Nobody knew he had another family.
That's and Moochie. That was my argument. That was my argument about
entire family, like in the next borough. Let me go see my Brooklyn wife and children. Let me go see.
Jump on in there, Momo. Let me tell you something, Momo. When she made that argument, I was thinking to myself, chick, either you're delusional or you're not being realistic. Because I know 5 truck drivers right now that got kids all across the United States and their wives don't know nothing. Of course, they older than me.
Disgusting, but
of course they older than me. They older than me. And like Moochie said, back in them days, Momo, you didn't have all this technology. Hell, back in them days, you was writing letters that took 5 to 6 days to get to somebody's house.
And people wasn't calling all day when they at work. All of that, when you at work, you get that phone call. You might get one call a day from your husband or something before cell phones and all of that was out. Or the beeper. Right. They'll be like, oh, I ain't get the beep.
Yeah, I remember.
Exactly. Go for it. Jump on in there, Momo.
Yeah, that shit was funny. When she
That's a fact, HGA.
That's a fact. I was gonna say it when they pop up at the funeral. That's when you find out
that's where all the drama come out.
Papa was a Rolling Stone. That's when you find out. But yeah, this shit was funny, Lamar. I really did crack up. Again, shout out to Lynn Whitfield. She said, "What ghetto ass mess? What ghetto hood rat Brady Bunch?" Like it was really it was just the whole tangled web was hilarious. Her reaction was like, this is some hood rat shit. Y'all in my home with that? I know she wanted to kick ass out then for sure.
Well, what did y'all think of her relationship with Tiff? Like they little
I told you earlier.
I thought it was cute.
I love their tit for tat. I love their energy. I like them on screen together. I like it because Tiff ain't no punk, you know what I mean? She gonna just let the mama punk her too much. At least she gonna, she got a little mouth on her too. So I hope we see more scenes with the two of them. I do like that dynamic. Now, old girl, from Girlfriends,
Jill Marie in the building.
Did we listen when I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm the only one. When she was talking to Tiff, that felt very calculating to me. I don't know. I just got a weird energy about it. I might be wrong, but I might be right.
I agree with you. I definitely agree with you.
Go ahead. Can you hear me?
I agree with you, Momo. It was like it felt like she was interviewing her, digging and fishing, but I felt like they paid it off when she finally said, why don't we talk and you get your weed in my cigar lounge?
I don't know. I got my good eye on it. It's something. Okay. I don't know. It just felt fishy. So I got my good eye on her. And then, she could be a double agent, y'all. Like, I don't know where her loyalty lies. She says it's with Alicia. She owes Alicia a favor, but she getting dicked down by Douda. And I don't know where her loyalty is gonna lie. She might be a double agent for a
that
little
strong
while.
back might make her opinion change, her like
Baby,
her loyalty change, because that strong back that Douda throwing on her is having her have a change of heart.
That thing right that thing might, I don't know, never mind. Anyway, sometimes
Douda and his strong back.
Sometimes when we get into good, logic just goes out the window, and we just, So to be continued, panel. To be continued.
Yeah,
Lamont, show her face
definitely.
again. Show. She's like, this is when she says, "I need you to do a favor." Like, she calling in her favor now, Rob's mom, right? And she look at her eyes. It looked like she just thinking about how she got her back blown out a couple of nights ago from him.
Yes.
And like, you sure you want me to do that?
You
I don't know if I could.
Yeah, man.
Right now,
she think like, look at the position she been put in. You want me to choose between a business deal and I have with you and that good D I'm getting from Douda. That's what's going through her mind.
Shoot, the scales of justice is going through her mind right now. Should I take the D?
Now, Mo.
Look, and it's like this right now. The D is on top.
Mo. Now, Mo, think about this. Think about this. Think about this. Honestly, this shouldn't even be a decision, right? You have to take care of yourself. You should be worried about your business and not a good penis. But if this woman is this worried about a penis, think about men and how we feel about PUSSY.
So when y'all, you trying to say when y'all get a little some, all logic goes out the window too?
Oh, Moochie done been told you that, especially if it's good. If it's real good, oh.
Lamont, show me the face again.
Back up the damn Brinks truck.
Lamont, show me the face again.
Her face?
She's stigmatized.
She might be, but she might. You know what? I like this because there are so many different ways they could go about this and play this out. So I'm very excited because there's so many options.
Oh my God. Like we don't like, oh my God. There's so much stuff they can do with where she's at stuck in this. We'll see. Last thing, y'all, we gotta rush this. His brother gotta go. Here's the question. This one's on you, Momo.
Okay.
What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? Is he gonna take out Alicia? He gonna pass the buck? He gonna get his dad to do it? Or somebody gonna plot and take out Douda? Floor is yours, Momo.
Hey, babe, I'm gonna make it quick, baby. This gonna be a shit show. Do you hear me? The fact that Douda is even sparing Emmett's life, I don't know. Shout out to My Sweet Perspective, Ashley. She said Douda is going through a damn midlife crisis or something. He's unhinged because what the hell? He was drunk. He talking to Emmett. He about to spare Emmett's life. I don't know. He just all over the place in this moment. I don't know. He got enemies. He knows it's not just Emmett. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know where his head is at right now, but this is gonna be interesting because I'm like, nigga, of all the killers you got in your squad, you want little Emmett, Lil Po Emmett, to take out a top dog like Alicia. You know that shit is I almost said a bad word. You know that's a mission that he cannot really conquer. He ain't gonna conquer it on his own. You know, you're gonna have to recruit some help. So I'm just gonna say this should be interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing how Emmett is gonna get his ass about this situation. He might become a double agent too, because like I said last night, I'm like, because he's already been in Alicia's home. We don't be surprised if we see him around her a little more, right? Even if he has ulterior motives to still take out Douda, he has to convince Douda enough that he's on the mission to take her out. So he gonna be a kind of a double agent for a little bit too, I'm predicting. He got to play both sides a little bit, you know? So we shall see.
All right, Hammer, close us out. What you got on this situation?
Okay, so not only he could be a double agent, you still have, I forgot his name, the other dude that actually went to go see Alicia.
Zay.
Zay.
Not Zay.
So
Not Zay. Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah, it is Zay, right?
It's Zay. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's Zay.
you got him too. So something could work, y'all. I'm telling you, it's gonna take a village to bring Douda down. It's gonna be a joint effort. It's not gonna be just one person,
right?
Because he got too many people where they like, you know what? He's doing too much. It's time to take this giant down. He's the giant of the town that everybody gonna take care of.
Yeah,
it's gonna take a joint effort, a group effort with all of this. And if Emmett is smart, he'll go right back and talk to this lady now that they spoke. If you could get your son moved out of the hospital where he's taken care of, he knows she got some pull. And she might have to call in some reinforcements. Don't get me wrong. If Douda's gone, that means they're going to be fighting over whatever territory he got. So you got other gangsters in Chicago that's going to be coming to this meeting of minds. So we're going to have the way, if he gets taken out like how I think it is, it's going to be a joint effort. It's going to be a whole bunch of people. We already saying Darnell might get thrown into the mix. So I don't think Emmett's going to do, I'm hoping he doesn't do anything stupid like he did the last part of the season. But I think, everybody's tired of him being in charge. You went from the mayor to walking to, we don't even know what happened to that situation the way they did that. They left that mess. We don't know. Yes. They had him from being a mayor to now it's like they're gonna take him down. So it's just like I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, y'all, let me read my super chat because I gotta rush on out of here. Thank you all for coming out on a Tuesday to talk to us about the Chi. We got up to 125 subscribers on this chat. Very, very grateful. And now it's time to pay homage to the ones who super chatted. And we'll start with my big homie, DeMarcus Vaughn, who came in with the $5. He said, I think Tiff will unalive Douda because Douda will not see it coming from Tiff. My point about whoever kills Douda, and I didn't want to get into a long thing, is that whoever does it, I think is going to be someone inside and close to Douda. And then DeMarcus Vaughn comes back with another super chat saying, Bianca is replacing Tracy with Douda. And, if we're betting, we cannot take our eyes off her because she could be the wild card to take Douda out. If not, maybe Rosalind Perry. I think whoever does it is going to be a woman and it's going to be an insider. So y'all let me know what you think. Be sure to subscribe to these ladies' wonderful channels. They put out good work. I'll be back tomorrow covering some trending topics. I'll have Larry and whatever ladies want to join us. Till that next Sex is Hell video, your boy is out.